Shalom. Let's give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that put no this truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep. And to you brothers and sisters that tuning in, Shalom. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 19, and it reads, There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, the dogs came and licked his sword. And as we know right now, the murder of this land is imploding on itself. Okay, these Edomites, the so-called white people, are now starting to feel, okay, what Lazarus, which represents Yarsharala, Israel, a so-called Black American Latino, okay, and the man that is being described here as dressed up and arrayed in purple and fine linen is the so-called white man, Esau, the Edomite, okay, these Amalekites, okay, these people who are running the earth right now, okay, who've been able to do what? They've been able to suppress, okay, and oppress Jakes, okay, Yarsharala, us so-called Black American Latinos, okay, to the bottom of society, okay, and it says, and desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table, moreover the dogs came and licked his sword. Now see, Jake, as Jakes in this society, I mean, we've constantly in the begging state in which we've been looking at this so-called white man to show us some mercy. But what we're seeing right now is a great change that's going on right now. OK, we're seeing Deuteronomy 30 and 7 now taking place here in Great Babylon, America. And this is great news, especially to us. So hopefully lack of Yarsharala, so-called Black Americans and Latinos. OK, because what you're seeing happening right now is these Edomites have always been quiet. They've always played stupid. They've always ignored, OK, the oppression and the state of Yarsharala here in Great Babylon, America. Okay, there's no such thing as racism. I have a so-called black friend. I always donate to the United Negro College Fund. All these different things that you see going on right now. Okay, and what these Edomites did. Okay, these dogs, which represent these other nations, okay, these Moabites, the so-called Chinese, the Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, you have the Hamites, the so-called Africans, okay, the Elamites, okay, and the Ishmaelites, all those other nations that are here in Great Babylon, America. When you look at these major corporations like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and you look into the tier level where you actually make enough money to actually put a roof over your head, maybe a little bit of money inside the bank, or maybe be able to take a vacation. These nations represented, okay? These are the ones that are licking the swords of Yarsharala, so-called Black American Latino. These Edomites, these so-called white people that were in the positions of hiring, they placed those people inside there and they set up, okay, these snares for Jake in order to really make it even easier for them. Okay, you have something called equal opportunity, equal employment opportunity, okay? You have something called the affirmative action, okay? And we fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Okay, we would literally go online and play and identify ourselves as a so-called Blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos in this nation, and only to be discriminated against. Okay, because we really trusted in Egypt. We trusted in the place that this man would actually, as a leader of the free world, as a ruler of this earth, the one that is rich, would have some type of pity, okay, or have some type of integrity, okay, to help his brother Jacob, okay, which is Yarsharala, so-called Blacks, Native American, Latinos. But it didn't happen that way. And right now, what we have going on right now is what? If you go into the book of Isaiah 31:1, it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt, which we know this place is spiritually called Egypt, okay, Great Babylon, America, for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, nor seek the Lord. How about you? Now you've got, okay, these layoffs that's going on right now. Okay, as you can see here, I mean, these people are hysterical right now because as you take a look, okay, the majority of Americans, okay, and especially these Edomites, they're actually not prepared financially of what is actually happening. They've never had to be, okay? If you've never had the danger of being laid off, then why would you be prepared, okay? So when you look at the statistic here, it's showing, okay, that the majority of these Americans, okay, don't even have $100 in their bank account, okay? And we're going into the year 2023 when inflation is at its highest, okay? And so you're seeing right now, those who thought themselves to be immune, those are the same ones who were sitting in these lofty positions in these corporations that was discriminating against us, okay, now find themselves now on what? The chopping block. Because why? The devil knows that he has but a short time, roughly paraphrasing. Who's the devil? Esau, the so-called white man, okay, these Amalekites. They already know, okay, the inheritance that was given to them, okay, by Isaac, okay, is now about to come to an end. And the Lord, Yahushua Mashiach, is about to return with the angels to do what? Put this place under the ground, okay, destroy this wicked kingdom. Okay, let's go into the book of Jeremiah 49 and verse 12, and it says, For thus said the Lord Yahweh Shemashai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup are surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished. Okay, you're talking about Yarsharala. Us, we weren't supposed to go under the judgments we went to, 400 years of slavery. Okay, being persecuted for the last 150 years. Okay, you look at the state of Yarsharala right now, so-called blacks, Native American, Latino. I mean, we are in the worst place that we can possibly be. And Jacob trouble right now, which is right now starting to ramp up. Okay, hasn't really reached its full steam yet. And it says, "Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it." Who's it talking about? He's talking about Esau, the Edomite, the so-called white people. So this is becoming a surprise to them right now, as thousands of them are suddenly getting the pink slip. They find themselves now having to file for bankruptcy. Okay, they find themselves now being evicted, the victims of eviction. Okay, same laws that they set up. Okay, they are ruled over by what? A wicked sodomite king. Okay, who doesn't give two craps about them, because why? These people are not looking to save the world. They're looking to revamp it. Okay, into the image of the beast. Okay, they want everyone to get chipped. They want everybody to do what? To become slaves, and they're looking to do what? Would they deem to be what? Get rid of useless eaters, okay? Which includes these doggone Edomites, okay? And you look at the average Edomite walking around, they don't realize, okay, that they're just useless eaters. That the blessing, okay, which flowed down to the lowest of them, okay, is now evaporating right now, because what? The Lord right now is bringing them down. At the same time, he's lifting up his hopefully lack, okay? Those that fear him, those that serve him, okay? Those that cry out daily to him and say, look here, we need to see justice on these people, okay? These people can rape, kill, do whatever the hell they please, live deliciously, and they just don't seem to go down and face what we're facing, okay? But let me tell it to you, you doggone Edomites, you are going to catch hell, okay? You are going to know what it's like to have the mind games played on you, okay? The psychological games played on you. You're going to know what it's like to not have good night's sleep, what it's like to wake up every day with a hopelessness, okay? What it's like to wake up to not having a future. And guess what? The scripture right here is making it very clear. There is no future for you. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 19, starting verse 14. It says, the Lord, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called God and Jesus, had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt. Again, I mentioned this place is known as spiritual Egypt, okay, because you have the children of Israel here, okay, in bondage and in slavery, okay. No matter how hard we work, we can't get anywhere or elevate in this life. Why? I brought it out earlier. Okay, they have tricked us with these equal opportunity employment. Okay, the affirmative action. Okay, they of course has actually put the rope around our own necks and hang ourselves, because we self-identify ourselves as what? The undesirable in these employment organization. And henceforth, when you take a look, we're clearly at the bottom, and obviously Jacob's trouble is going to demonstrate, okay, just how bad off we really are. Save the elect, who's going to be protected by Yahweh Mashiach, okay, for doing the service that he has commanded those of us who are part of the hopefully elect to do. And it says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof as a drunken man staggered in this woman. And we can go into all the abominable things that is allowed in this place. Okay, but we're focusing on here because why? What we are doing is we are praying to the Lord to continuously to make the misery of our enemy even more severe. Okay, and it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, great Babylon, America, which the head or tail, the top, okay, branch or rush may do, which is what the people who are at the top, the decision makers, the same ones who will sit proudly behind the desk, okay, as they interview you just to have fun for their lunch break. Because why? They have no intention of hiring you. They don't care the fact that you can't feed your children, okay, you can't take your wife out to have dinner, you can't put a roof over your head. They love seeing you smell like crap under the damn bridge there, holding up a double sign that says help me, help me, help me, which they don't. Okay, they don't. All right, because that's what the state that they want to see you. It makes them feel proud that they can walk. It makes them feel like they're important in something. But right now, we're seeing this importance is starting to disappear right now, okay? We're seeing now these Edomites, okay, who sleep on their soft pillows in a nice bed, walk around with their shoulders stuck upright, as if, their shit don't stink right now, are now living in sorrow. And this is just the beginning, okay? So these are just the first phases of these layoffs that's going on. And these people are not prepared because, see, their wicked king, okay, has continuously lied to them and letting them know, hey, it's just a downturn. We're just having high inflation. It's going to get better. No, it's not. We're here to tell you, it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. In that day, Egypt, America, shall be like unto women, and they should be afraid and fear of, because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai, which he shake it over it. Okay? So if you understand what a woman is, no matter how tough she acts, or no matter how bold she might appear to be, guess what? At the end of the day, she's a woman, and she is going to fall when the pressure really gets heavy. So you're going to see right now a place that is one of the perverse things that they do is set a woman up over a man. Okay, well, we're gonna see these we'll see how these women make their decisions for their household. Okay, because they could be looking at that doggone man. Okay, and I'm talking about you doggone Edomites. Okay, we're not even talking about Jacob. This is not about Jacob's trouble. This is not about Jake. Okay, we know, as I brought it out earlier, in the book of Isaiah 31:1, where Jake is going to, of course, still cling on to Esau. And I'm talking about the 2/3 here, right? Because they're still trying to rush into it. They can't look at the fact that it's game over. They can't accept it. Okay, and neither will these Edomites. That's the reason why they're going to continuously have those nightmares, those headaches. Okay, those panic that's going to be going on, because they can't believe what's actually happening, but it is happening. We're showing you right here. This is the book of Isaiah 47:1. Okay, because I love this. You've got to love this. Okay, because see, this is the state of Jacob right now. Okay, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. We are the ones that are sitting out there in the dust. We're the one that's being laughed at. We're the one that's mocked. We're the one that's looked at and go, how the hell these people could have been over here for several centuries and have not emerged beyond being what? At the bottom. Okay, severely unemployed. Okay, or underemployed. Okay, poor. Okay, living in the crime-driven and the worst part in the ghettos and the barrios of Great Babylon, America. Okay, how is it? Okay, but when we go into the Isaiah 47:1, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Okay, now we know that's going on for the entire tribe of Edom. Okay, the Great Babylon, America. Okay, which encompassed the empire of Edom. Okay, but let's focus on these everyday people. Okay, because it says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." And when you look at that, okay, you're going to see more and more of these doggone crackers are actually going to be sitting in the dust, because they're going to be homeless and holding up these signs, going, "Help me, please help me." And suddenly, of course, they are going to think, hey, we're all in the same boat. And I said again and again to you, Jake, so there, okay, don't be beguiled by these people, because see, they're going to look at you when they're down there and go, well, we're all in the same boat. We're all the same right now. It's like, no, you lived a life. Okay. The dogs that you invited, these other nations, okay, that came over here and got the good jobs while we suffered. Okay. Why don't you turn to them for help? Oh, I forgot. They're actually going to flee back to their nations. Okay. The Lord is going to have them put the spirit in them to get the hell out of here. Because why? As we look a little further here, we're going to see what's going to be taking place. Because these Edomites, okay, they're not used to adversity. Okay, for them, adversity is actually creating a TV show pretending to be naked or starving or running from dead people, what they call zombies or whatever case like that. That's their level of adversity. This is the reason why Esau has such a great imagination. Why? Because he doesn't know, he has not lived that life. So he has to create and make a fantasy out of it. Okay, so you people are about to sit in the doggone dirt. You're about to understand what it's like to be on the base person, which you are, out of the 18 nations created. You doggone Edomites are the base. Okay, the lowest of the low. Okay, and you're about to feel useless, which you are. Okay, no hope, suicidal. Okay, you are ill prepared for this, and you're about to get the life of what you ignorantly call niggers. All right, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, verse 10. It says, "A city of confusion, which this place is confusion, is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the street. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." And if you live the life of Jake, okay, a so-called black, Native American, Latino, your mirth should have disappeared a long time ago. In fact, you were born into what? Complete and utter misery. Okay. So those of us who are in the truth right now, we can understand, we were shrugging it off, okay, really desiring the crumbs, okay, as again, when I brought out in Luke 16 and started with verse 21, where Lazarus, okay, which represents Yarsharala, Israel, so-called black, Native American, Latino, desire the crumbs. We desire to have the job. We would work overtime. We desire to have, whatever you can give us, Esau. I mean, I spent $100,000 to go get my education, but you know what? I'll work for $30,000. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take anything. Okay, and they love that. They love to see you sitting down and squirming. But it says, "There's crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone." Hey, unless you're the 2/3 that is going on there trying to still cling on to this man, this loser who's obviously going to be going into slavery for 1,000 years, as the scripture has told. Okay, and we are praying daily to Yahweh Shemi Ashai to bring judgment on this wicked land. Okay, guess what? you shouldn't be crying. You should actually be singing for joy. Okay. So when we are seeing this, okay, there's crying and wine in the streets, all joy is dark and the murder of the land is gone. That these Edomites are now, spazzing out, pulling out their hair, looking to drown themselves with doggone pills and alcohol and all that stuff like that, slamming the car, slaughtering the entire family when they walk home because they're so frustrated. That's joy to us. Okay. We can throw our hands up in there and say, Call Allah, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahshai, Bashim, Rakakadash. Okay. Death to doggone these Babylonians, these so-called white people, okay? Death to them for what you have done to Yarsharala, Israel. What do you think? You can just get away with it? And it says, in the city is left desolation and the gates is smitten with destruction. That's what's coming here to Great Babylon, America. And if you don't believe that, let's go a little further here because, see, the Lord is not to be mocked. You can go, okay, and kill the Lord's people, turn around and set a bunch of parasitic, doggone false Amalekites out there, okay, these Khazars, okay, out in Israel, in our land, okay, and call them the holy people, okay, with your bullshit, and didn't assume, okay, that at some point in time that the Lord, okay, was going to wake up his elect in the last days of going the highway and the byway boldly, okay, to preach out and identify who the wicked of the earth is and who the real true biblical Hebrew Israelites is, the sons and daughters of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay, Yarsharala, okay, and it says, this is the book of Isaiah 19 and 2, and it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. Okay, who are the Egyptians? The so-called white people. What do you see going on right now with Russia, okay, and Ukraine? Okay, you see that coming on here in the United States. Okay, you got the red team, the blue team. Okay, and it says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. So this is what the Lord is going to bring, because see, when all of this is going on, all this job losses is going on, and there's no hope. See, because you people, when you lose your job, you're not going to get any. See, that's the doggone thing about it. You're going to send out 300, 400, 500 application a week, and there's not going to be a response, because why? This land is not built, okay, on truth and integrity. This is built on lies, okay, and the blood of Yarsharala, Israel, or so-called Black Native American and Latino. So guess what? The Lord is going to do what? Give you the reward that you have given to us, which is what? Death. And so he's going to have you get together and clash, and that's going to be World War III, in which your whole society is going to collapse all across this earth globally, including those dog nations that are sided with y'all, okay, at the UN meetings. So they're China, Russia, Japan, all of those nations, okay, that have created, have crafty counsel against Yarsharala, okay, they too, their kingdom, okay, is going to be doggone smitten too. But particularly here in Great Babylon, America, the Lord has a judgment for this place that is going to be unlike anything in history since earth was created by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and Mashiach. Okay, so Lord willing, you will edify here. Okay, you doggone Edomites, you better understand this. When you lose your job, you're down in the dust with us. You are now having the life of a nigger. Okay, understand this. This is your life forever. The only end to this is going to be y'all going to get together and kill each other. Okay, so I'd like to close it by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to teachers that listen to pause of great millstone. Also to you brothers that they're putting into the truth, faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and to you brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. That.